yesterday? Can you just brief? Hello? You can unmute yourself and you can just say like, what are the topics we have covered yesterday in yesterday's class? Hello?
Hello, Surya.
Yes, Chapan.
Yeah, actually, I don't have time yesterday, so that's why I
Okay.
didn't want to.
Okay. Class recording chudada.
Yeah, ఈరోజు చూస్తాను.
Like we have discussed yesterday, like what is a data model and
Okay.
what are the different types of data models that I think like day before yesterday class we have seen conceptual
Yeah.
data model, logical data
Logical
model
and
and
physical
physical.
data models.
So yesterday we have discussed what are the different types of modeling techniques that would be there.
Okay.
So you can go through that, and if you need out, we can discuss again offline.
Okay.
We have different approaches like hierarchical data model, network data model, entity relationship data model, relational data model, object data model, object relational data model. So these are the different modeling techniques. There are
Okay.
like 6 different types of modeling techniques. So we have discussed all 6 techniques yesterday and
Okay.
how you need to proceed with that modeling techniques.
Okay.
So we'll just start today's class. Up to now, like till now, like what are the topics we have covered? Any doubt in those topics? No doubts, right? In the until the topics that we have covered till yesterday.
Yes.
Okay. Metadata. What is metadata? Metadata is nothing but data about data. Its definition is data about data. In simple way, if you want to understand, you will have a book. So the first 2 pages, what you would be having? You would be having an index.
Yes.
Index says like what are the, by seeing the index of first 2 or 3 pages, you would be knowing like what is the what are the topics that was available in your book. In the similar way, you will be having lots of metadata, lots of data in the data warehouse. So we will just keep an index of what is what. There are 2 types of metadata: technical metadata and business metadata. You understood what is metadata, right? First.
Yes.
Okay. Technical metadata is they will create some index or some format of the indexes of the data what was contained in the data warehouse by the data engineer. Like while creating the tables or the structures like everything the developer or like the data engineer would be doing, right? So he will create some data for his reference, like for easily creation of the tables or the structures for the business what he was doing in the data warehouse. Business data, business metadata is created for the people, like for the end users. If they wanted to see something, uh, they will create some format. Suppose some batch 500 and it sub batch is like some 15, and then code of the product is 300, something like this. For the end users, like for the end users reference, whatever the data was created for the total data in the data warehouse is business metadata. You understood what is technical metadata and what is business metadata?
Once again, explain about technical.
Technical is the one is the data which was created by the data engineers or the developers, like while developing the structure of the data in the data warehouse. They will be building tables and some relations, everything, right? For their reference, they will create some data to easily modify the things, or later if they wanted to insert something. Like once they created, there will be like a lot of different things they need to structure it, right, in the data warehouse. So for easily reference, for later part, for modifying some things, they might create some data. They will create some data that is used for only technical purpose,
Okay.
for editing or so they will understand. The end users won't understand that data. Like but that data would be there in the data warehouse. So that is technical metadata. If who designs the structure, like he resigns and goes to the other company, like some data would be maintained inside the data warehouse about the structure what he created for a later reference purpose. So that data we call as technical metadata. Mainly you say like technical people would be using that, like the data engineers or the developers, like who developed the data warehouse for that business. And the business metadata is would be in the format for the end users, like some product is there, in which batch it has come, or in which date it has come into the system. So those all things related to the business and which can be accessed by the end users. End users are nothing but like who give who sell the things, or what do you say, if you want to take some report and submit to the management, there you can just see like which batch it has come, on which date it has come, those all things regarding that particular product. So that is business metadata. Understood the difference?
Okay.
But this is not required, but I was just telling for your reference. If they ask, they will ask like they will ask what is metadata. That's it. They won't ask like what are the different types and all. What are the different? Then we will go to different types of data warehouse solutions. Data warehouse tools or solutions. These are the solutions for the data warehouse for the enterprise. If an enterprise want to build data warehouse, the following are the different different solutions that were available in the market currently. This includes like cloud and normal. If we use cloud, then the advantages are like it is easily scalable and pay per use basis. You can use it. Like you can pay what for what you use. That is another advantage. And like cloud-based warehousing tools are fast than normal on-prem structures. Solutions are Teradata, Snowflake, Amazon S3, Google BigQuery, mm, Amazon Redshift, Microsoft Azure, PostgreSQL. So these are the different data warehouse solutions or the tools that were available in the general market. The question like how they pose is like what are the different data warehouse tools or solutions available in the market. They ask, then you need to say this thing. The next is data cube. Before going to the data cube, what do you understand by a flat file? If I say flat file, what do you understand?
No idea.
Okay. Flat file is the one like if we store the data in 2 dimensions. So two-dimensional data, the flat file is. When we say flat file, the data stored in 2 dimensions. And if the data cube is like additional third dimension is added, then we say as a data cube. So I will just explain the difference by drawing that. So this is a two-dimensional thing. Like one dimension is here, one dimension is vertical, and one dimension is horizontal. In the vertical, what do you store? Sorry, for each horizontal row is a record kind of thing, and vertical you will be having here the attributes. So only with respect to two dimensions, if you store like some product and time, you are just for example. In this vertical, you are just keeping like what are the products in your store and time, in the sense like first quarter, like how many products you have sold, and in the second quarter, like how many products you have sold, and in the third quarter, how many products you have sold, you will capture. If we capture the the data in this way, like it's a two-dimensional. Suppose if I add another dimension, I want to see the locations dimension also in this table only. Then the data looks like a cube kind of thing. If I add the third dimension, that is location. That you can say as like Z dimension, you think so. So one, initially in the two-dimensional, I was just capturing only the product and time. Like what are the different products sold and in which quarter, like which product, in which quarter, how many products have been sold for that particular product. You are capturing in product dimension. And in the time dimension, you are capturing like that quarter, like in which product these products are sold. If you add the location dimension also, the Z dimension here, then you can capture in a single thing, like product you can capture in which time it was in which quarter, how many products have been sold in you can capture. The third dimension, you're adding location also, then what you can capture, like which product in which quarter and in which location you have sold for that particular product, you can capture. It's like you can say like highest level of summarization. You are summarizing regarding your business. If you store the data in a multi-dimensional way, that we call it as a cube. Understood what is a data cube or not?
Yes.
Just tell me another example, like what you see daily, or you tell by your own, like some example of a data cube, like some multi-dimensional data you wanted to store. You just give, yeah, you will be seeing like a lot of examples in your daily life. So can you give some example, another example, apart from the one I have shown you? You just think and you just write, or otherwise in tomorrow's class we can discuss. It is nothing but you are just having or summarizing the data in a single thing. So that is called that type of approach is called a data cube. So the next is facts and dimensions. What is a fact and what is a dimension? Facts are measures or numbers. In that table, only the numbers mostly would be stored regarding your business. Dimensions are the one which describe about your measures. Only if you have numbers, you can't decide anything, like what is that number, you don't know. You will be having just write the sales number there. Some 100 rupees you have sold and some 200 rupees you have sold, or you will write that numbers. With that numbers, you don't know anything. Whatever the numbers you are storing in that particular table is a fact table, and those are numbers only. Dimensions are descriptive things which say something about the facts, so that you will get some meaning regarding the measures. Understood like what is a fact and what is dimension?
Fact is like numbers, measuring numbers.
Mhm. Okay, I will just take one example and tell you, then you will understand easily. Suppose you want some sales table you want to create. Then what are the numbers you can capture there when you're running the business? You can capture quantity sold. That is a number. That would be in the form of a number. And the other one is amount sold. amount collected when you sold some items. Then you can capture also some average sales. You can just perform some aggregation function and you can just arrive at the average sales number. So these are the different what do you say, different measures that you are capturing in a fact table. And then what you want, like only if you capture these things it would be enough? No, right? Here I will just capture the numbers, nothing you will get regarding, like if you see that numbers, you don't know like what is quantity and what is the amount and what is the average sales. So you need some descriptive things. So these all numbers we say facts. Facts are measures of the business. If you want to describe the facts, there should be some descriptive things. That descriptive things we say as dimensions. Descriptive things can be some item and time, some customer ID. If these things are there, then you can give some useful info and you will understand regarding these numbers. You can make a you can make a statement saying that like this many items are sold and this much amount collected and this is the average sales of the store. It will give some meaning. Only with numbers you don't have any meaning to your business. You need to capture the descriptive things also which describe regarding the numbers that you captured. So measures, whatever are captured, we say as facts, and the descriptive things which say something about your numbers of the business are dimensions. For this item, again, you will be having a different table. Here you can have the attributes like item name, brand, like what is the color and what's the size of it. So all things it would be there for this item object attributes. And for the time, what are the different attributes you can capture? Day, month, year, hour, like everything attributes you can capture in the time. For customer ID also, you can capture what is his address and what is his city and what is his country. Those attributes you can capture. So I was explaining this like to just tell you the difference between facts and dimensions, because you will be using like going on, you will be using like fact and dimension terminology while describing the schemas. So that's why I was explaining in detail, like what is a fact and what is a dimension difference. So are you clear on this? What is a fact and what is a dimension? Hello.
Yes, Surya, understand.
Okay. Then we will see schemas. Schema tells like how the structure was created inside the database or data warehouse. The two mainly used schemas are star schema and snowflake schema. In the star schema, the fact table you would be having at the center. And the dimension tables you would be having around it, and it would be connected to the fact tables. So the structure is looking like a star. So that's why we call this as star schema. In the previous example I have explained, right? That is a star schema. Understood the structure of star schema?
Yes, Surya.
Next is snowflake schema. Snowflake schema also would be having the fact table at the center, and you would be having dimension tables for it, and you would be having again subdimension tables for this dimensional tables. That the class will close in 2 minutes. Just was closing this. Again, you join using the same link.